Tan Mom Patricia Krentzel claims her former friend and occasional collaborator took advantage of her fame and status to promote his new internet talk show. But when it came time to get paid for her appearance, she got nothing. She's suing for $1,500. Adam Barta claims he and Tan Mom have spent years trading favors and collaborating on projects. Adam thought having his friend on his new show was another favor and never promised to pay her a penny.
Patricia, you are suing your friend for $1,500?
Yes, sir.
I called you Patricia, that's your name, but people know you as Tan Mom?
Tan Mom.
She's a viral superstar.
Well, let me pay my respects. You are a viral superstar. For your tan?
No, well, it started off as I was accused of my daughter going into a tanning booth, which never happened. We would all meet up and go out with my girlfriends and get our nails done, and we bring our kids.
Yeah.
She was 5 years old.
And
Right.
the controversy was because you brought your 5-year-old daughter to a tanning salon.
Right, but she only had like a little red mark from being outside while I was making lunch.
Oh, so she didn't actually go into the...
No,
Yeah,
none
okay.
of that happened. It shouldn't have escalated to how it did.
Weren't you guys on Howard Stern?
Howard Stern's a friend of mine.
Yeah,
And
he's a good guy, yeah.
great guy. And
Yeah.
that's how it became more elaborated with Howard Stern speaking up for me. I won.
Tell me what's going on here. Why are you suing your friend?
I've done so many shows with Adam, and
What kind of shows do you do? Just
we do, oh God, comedy, singing is one of our biggest things. We've done albums together.
Oh, you
Sal.
sing? Can I hear some of your singing?
No, I can't. I have a sore throat.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
She usually
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Okay.
We've done a bunch of things. I'm going to, go through the whole entire list.
Yeah.
But we would split it 50-50. The bottom line is he produced Tan Talk.
What's Tan Talk?
Tan Talk is a weekly web series
Yes.
that features Patricia, aka Tan Mom, doing crazy bits about sex, love, relationship.
And tanning?
And tanning, of course. That was our premiere episode.
This is your show.
Patricia, welcome. What are some of the things you recommend? Now, you were talking to me beforehand, and you said there are some tanning booth must-haves. Now, these include water. Why do people need water when they go into the tanning booth?
You get dehydrated, and you can actually get sexually frustrated inside a tanning booth.
What is the relationship between tan, dating, and sex?
We're still trying to figure
I mean,
that out
how
ourselves.
tan do you have to be to have sex?
Well, you have to watch the show, actually. I will say that we do address that on the show, so I don't want to give any spoilers away, but we do talk about it, and Patricia does give the levels of shade for sexual intercourse, and it's a whole routine she does.
When I was in college, I didn't have much of a social life, but I was very pale. That may explain it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you
Anyways,
guys
but
had this show called Tan Talk.
Yes.
Once a week on the web, and you talked about tanning, dating, sexual activity. That was your show. So where did the falling out come? What happened?
Okay, so he also does a show called Tea Talk, which is like another,
It's the tea.
like it's
the
just
tea.
like an Oprah show where he's the,
Just like Oprah.
no, but I'm trying to get a dialogue, meaning like she'll sit there and then
Yeah.
the couches, and that's what goes
So
on.
the only thing you have in common with Oprah is that you sit there.
Well, she's A-list and I'm like Z-list, so we're similar in that respect, but yeah, I kind of do the same thing.
Okay,
Let's cut to the chase.
good point.
Okay. Okay, so his Tea Talk show, there was a girl harassing me on Twitter, and it turns out inadvertently that Adam knows her. And she wanted to use my name to become, like, start fights and stuff, like start arguments, and I had to block her because she was harassing me. And then we did a show together. She got on, and I just wanted to make amends, and it turned into a circus
Okay, but why are you suing him?
because he owes me money for the show.
Wait, he's your friend. It's a web show. You expected him to pay you,
Because we've been working together for, what, 9 years?
and every
Yeah, but-
time you've been with him,
Yeah.
he paid you.
Yeah.
So you guys have a great relationship.
We have an amazing relationship, Patricia and I. I mean, up until this point, she's like a sister to me. And, I understand business is business, Your Honor, but when we don't have an agreement,
Something that you thought was an understanding.
Yes, Your Honor, but it's not a thought of being understood. After the Belmont girl came on,
Well, she's my
it
co-star.
became an issue.
Okay, we have a video of the show, I'm told. So let's look at the video of your show.
Do you have
All right,
any
so-
kids? Do you have anything? What do you have working in your life?
What?
What the do you have working in your life?
Me? I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing.
Oh, so
That's
you
it.
bounce around in front of a screen. That's great. So,
Well, at
Adam,
least I'm not tanning myself all day. Where's the
Okay.
spray tanner?
oh yeah, that's really a little bit old, don't you think? Spray tanning, come on.
Yeah, you are old.
Yeah, whatever.
So I would like to say,
this
Mike.
is how it all just happened because she won't stop.
Well, she's my co-star. She's also from Jersey, Your Honor, and I believe that, I love Patricia, but she's another big Jersey personality. And I think Patricia might be jealous. Like, there might be tension there because Patricia sees her as competition. I don't know. That's where I think this is coming from. That,
Does Jersey have an extra word in their vocabulary that the rest of us don't?
You're
they produce
hysterical.
exceptional talent for TV, I would guess, but
So after that harassment I got from that thing, I deserve the money of something for being aggravated.
I feel like with Patricia, you never know what you're going to get with her. She means well, but she has a lot going on in her life, and I feel like it's always a wild card with her. All of the projects are very sporadic, and the energy level is just all over the place. There was even a voicemail that she left me right after this happened too, where she was really upset, and she kind of came after me, and her ire is at Cynthia. So I don't know, and I don't feel it's fair that she's putting all of this onto me when her beef. If two reality stars go on a show and they have a beef, they don't sue the producers. That's the show. That's what the nature of this show is dramatic. It's over the top. It's confrontational. So and Patricia knew that. I feel like when she went into it. So I feel like there was no surprises whatsoever on this.
Well, I think we have that voicemail.
Sure.
Let's take a listen.
Yeah, this is like not even funny. I'm done with this chick. I just put it all over everywhere. I'm taking this bitch down. And if you're included in this nightmare, I'm not threatening you. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you. That is ridiculous. And I said it a week ago. Tell this bitch to shut up. You all.
What about that call?
I'm actually furious right now. We've had our ups and downs, but that's totally disrespectful the way he's treating me right now.
How am I
And I'm
disrespecting
angry
her?
as hell.
Why?
Because you lied to me.
What
You
did I-
lied to me.
What did I lie about?
What did you lie about? Okay, that you're friends with her before I didn't even know it. You stuck her on the show. Then I got to deal with that.
But
Are
who
you out of
cares?
your mind?
She's my co-star. If I'm working with somebody,
Let's get it
and
really
that,
clear.
so I can't work with people that you don't approve of?
acknowledge what's going on, and you tell me you don't, and then you try to turn it around and make it my fault. Big deal. So you have tea talk
I'm
and
not
whatever.
you suing me.
You're a
I didn't
faggot.
turn it around.
So was there an agreement that if you appeared on his show, because you guys are friends, you've done lots of shows together, am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
So are you saying that he owes you money for appearing on his show?
Yes.
How much were you to be paid for appearing on the show?
$1,500, and we have.
That's it? To appear on his show, you get $1,500?
I made
Do you
fun-
have any guests for next Thursday? I'm free.
We would love to have you on,
Right, that's
Judge.
it.
So we have a time slot anytime you want.
1,500, buddy.
Done.
Did you ask Tan Mom to be on your show?
I did, yes. And as a matter of fact, we rolled off of the Tan Talks, which was me and Patricia's show, where we were actually making some money at one point, charging for tickets. And all of that money was split down, Patricia can admit that, was split down the middle evenly for any show that we got paid for. And with the tea, it was kind of like a show. I said, Patricia, we're about to do season 2. This is something that we're going to get budget for. We're going to get sponsors.
So you asked her to be back on the show?
But before all this, yeah, I had assumed that when season 2 would happen, she would be on it, she would be getting paid, because now we have sponsors. I mean, when you start a
Okay.
show, it takes time to build an audience,
Right.
you know?
Well, what about that? That sounds awfully reasonable.
I have papers that show that he's paid me. I'm not disagreeing that he has never paid me. I'm disagreeing on that particular show. He didn't tell me the truth, like he was friends with her or anything.
I understand you don't like her, and I'm not getting into
No,
how
marriage
that all
counseling.
happened, because that's not relevant to this case.
Right.
You are suing him because you're saying that there was maybe a verbal contract, but there was a contract that for you appearing on his show that time, you were to get paid $1,500. That's
Right.
what your suit is about.
Yes.
Is there even a text between you two where he said, if you will appear in my show, I'll give you $1,500? Show me some evidence that that was the agreement.
Your Honor.
Then I'll be sympathetic to your point of view.
Well, Your Honor, I have a video from Cynthia that we talked about where she says that this was that we all did it for promo. It was promotional. So my co-star was under the impression, Cynthia as well, that it was promotional. So there's
Let's
a video.
see your video.
Yeah.
We all agreed to do the show for free, for publicity, for everybody, because Lord knows she needs as much help as she can get. She thinks she's better than me, but my God, does anybody
Oh.
actually remember Tan Mom?
dead.
I don't. I had to look her up.
That's it. That's it. Okay.
You did me a favor, and I'm thankful. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't
The
have an
fact of
agreement
the
with you to
matter
agree to pay you,
is,
Patricia.
there wouldn't be a show if I wasn't on it.
Well, also, Your Honor, can I bring up that for Cameo, she does. She makes a living doing Cameo, which I'm also on, and she makes a lot of money on Cameo, a lot of money. And I was the one. Did I not help you get set up with the Cameo?
I don't know how my home personal business is the courtroom.
That's not personal. That's business. That's business. I'm proving how we've made money, and the Cameo is a big part of how you make your career. So that's something I specifically helped you with, and I didn't get any money from. And there's a lot of stuff I do that I don't get any money from.
For the record, I'm on Cameo.
Here
too.
you go. All three of us
Yeah.
should request to join Cameo because it's
Yeah.
a good business, and you make a lot of money too, I'm sure. And she makes a living.
I volunteer.
You donate the money.
Okay, now I understand that's what she says, but that's.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel how Cynthia feels about Patricia. I
Oh,
still love Patricia. Patricia.
But
and
that was
Cynthia-
hearsay. In
That-
other words, her saying that we all understood, it doesn't tell me what arrangement you had.
Can
What
I
do you
say
want to say?
something?
Of course.
That is wrong, what was just shown. She's sitting there making fun of me. The reason why she's doing all this commotion is because people know who I am and she's a nobody. And he told me he was going to pay me for it. So it was a verbal issue. But
Okay.
What
Well,
do you know
I
about
could
that?
see you're very charismatic, but you're coming into court. And when you're coming into court, the rule for everybody is the one who brings the suit has the burden of proving their case. There's no proof before the court that he owes you $1,500. And because there's no proof, I therefore dismiss the case.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I can just mention my mom, she passed away in 2016. She was
Sorry.
a huge, I don't want to get emotional. She was a huge fan of yours. So being here, win or lose or draw, having you talk about this is really significant for me.
that's very nice.
And Patricia, I love you. I hope we can work this
Thank
out.
you,
I
Your
really wanna
Honor.
work with you. Thank you, Your Honor.
That was a real stab in the back. I don't and will not work with him again.
Absolutely, we're going to have agreements going forward for every single thing we do. So we're on the same page.
It's not about the money. It's about that stupid video, what he does.
I think that, like Patricia said, I would love to have her on season 2. I'm open to, I still want to work with her. I still think we're going to do music.
I am who I am. I don't judge you for you. If you don't like me, don't hang out with me. I could care less. Period.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have two options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.